I'm a dual service veteran. I'm a small business owner. I've served my country. I've joined organizations to serve my community. I am change. The first person that I talked to this morning, I told him I was an activist. And he says, well, who poured into you? And it got me thinking.
There's these lessons that they come back to me all the time that my mother and father taught me.
Who poured into me? It was my mother and my father. My father was a pastor, he was a preacher.
I asked my father when I was 12 years old for money to go to the movies. And my father told me, boy, you better get a job.
I remember the times that my father spent out in the community activating people for social and political change.
He set up a couple interviews with neighbors for me to go over and ask them if I could cut their grass. At 12 years old, I had 15 people's yards that I was cutting.
His mother poured into him. My grandmother used to cook for the homeless in her neighborhood.
My father was teaching me this lesson of entrepreneurship at that young age, and so it's no wonder that kind of rubbed off on me.
My mother's father created his own taxi service to help people in the community who didn't have cars get their food home.
It was always this feel of growing up in a community where we could trust our neighbors.
Fayette County is stronger when we work together. A vote for me is not a vote for politics, but it's a vote for the idea that when we work together, we are indeed stronger. I am change.
I joined the military in the 11th grade. I spent a year in the delayed entry program preparing myself for my military service. And so I joined the Marine Corps. I treasure the experience from the military because I believe that it gave me a certain amount of insight when it comes to the way that the world operates, not just our city, not just our county, not just our state. What I found is a lot of commonalities in the world with humanity.
When you ask for help, what you're doing is you're throwing some cold water on that volcano. You're calming it down a little bit. You're allowing yourself to be human, to be vulnerable. And a place of vulnerability is where you're ready to make change.
I took the lessons of the military to continue learning how to move about life in a way that is not treading against the waves, is actually going with the flow.
My birthday is coming up in 2 weeks, and every year for my birthday, I run the Marine Corps PFT. PFT, the old PFT. 3 miles, pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups. And I'm still first class at 55 years old.
My impact as a fitness coach and physical therapist is that I get to help other people realize the things that I know about health and wellness. And when people start feeling better and moving better, they look in the mirror, oh my God, all of a sudden they're happy with what they see. So I really believe that right now, what our community needs, what our country needs, what our state needs is a coach that helps people realize we are better when we're together, we're stronger when we're together, and that each person is a part of the team that builds our community, that helps us in a time of need, that helps build our schools stronger, that helps build our business community stronger, that helps build our faith community stronger, so that we can actually bring people more happiness in the community.
I am change.